Good morning. Welcome to Chit Chatting with Tammy. I'm at work, as you can see. Taking me a little 15-minute break so I can give you this video about the rides that I experienced at Magic Kingdom. No. Animal Kingdom. So I'm trying to think, do I want to do my top and then go down, or the worst and go up, or just talk? I think I'm gonna just talk because everybody does the little countdown. I'm not gonna do that. I'll go and experience. I'll tell you how I wrote them. Maybe we'll do it that way. So the first one, this is before we found out how to use Genie Plus. So the first one we waited like an hour, almost 2 hours to ride the Navi River in Ventura. So you wait like 2 hours for like a 30-second ride. It might be a minute. Very cute, it's very cute. My granddaughter, like I said, she loved it. Everything was look. And of course, seeing, I don't want to say her name wrong. What is her name? The mother, who, was like the psychic one, the could relate to the ancestors and this and that, the mom and Avatar, singing her song and this and that. And it's in the video that I posted before this one. So, but anyways, just seeing that and seeing like all the little elements that were in the movie, like the floating, what are they? It looks like, not seaweed, or jellyfish, that, and the spinning, like, to me it looked like a lizard, but they had wings in a circle. I don't know what they're called, but they had that, so it was very cute, very Avatar, which, like I said, it's one of my favorite movies. So of course I loved it. It was really cute to be, like I said, very fast ride. As far as like the time wise, it was a slow riverboat ride, but very short ride. So, so it was good. It was cute, for what it was. Next time I'll use Genie Plus, so I don't have to wait 2 hours to ride a 30-second ride. And then we discovered Genie Plus, and we thought we had to pay $25 per ride to skip a line, or not really skip a line, but like schedule a time. But no, you schedule one, you schedule a ride that you want to ride. Once you ride it, you're able to immediately schedule another one. And child, once we figured that out, honey, we rode everything. So anyways, it's $25 for the day per person. In my opinion, worth it. Disney tickets are already expensive, but luckily I was able to get a deal. I only paid $175 for 2 days, and so for us, that's a steal for Disney. What was I gonna say? Oh, then so we went and saw The Lion King, and that was really good. Like I said, I teared up a little bit. My son teared up. I was really hoping to hear that, that the opening song of Lion King, that one that just puts you in the spirit. And they say it a little bit, I think, in there, but it is not live. It's a recorded one, and so it doesn't give you the same effect as if it was live. And I want to say they used to do that live. I want to say in past YouTube videos I saw it live, but I could be wrong. But it was still a cute little show. To me, I really thought that Finding Nemo performance was way better than The Lion King, which I'm shocked because I really thought that, The Lion King was going to be it for me. Hold on, got to straighten this puff, child. So anyways, Finding Nemo was just a very sentimental, touch your heart play. It was really good. And of course, the bubbles at the end, the kids love that, so that's really cute. I gotta tell you, there's this one that's called, it's Tough to Be a Bug. I didn't expect that one to be as good, but it was great. Oh my gosh. So they tell you ahead of time, this may not be good for young children, da da da, even though it's a childrenish ride, not ride, but like movie, because you put, your 3D glasses on. That was the cutest and funniest little thing that we experienced. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure nobody's coming to my office. Okay, she walked past. Okay, so, oh no, oh no. Okay, I think I'm good. I think they're just talking around my office. So anyway, so Tough to Be a Bug. Oh my gosh, it's the cutest little thing. The animatronics, the stuff they spray. If you've never done it, I don't want to tell the whole thing. They give you these little hidden surprises. Great little experience. You got to try that one. You would think it would not be something that you'd want to do. I would definitely do that one again. It was great. Um, we did Mount Everest expedition. Had to hand it to Disney. I was like, okay, because I was telling my son, I'm like, nothing at Disney scares you. Everything is good for kids and blah, blah, blah. I was impressed. It gave you a little, gave you a little thrill. It's not universal thrill, but it's a thrill, and it was good. And, definitely will ride it again. It's a great ride. Um, what else? Of course, the safari. We did the safari, got to see the animals. And again, granddaughter was just over the moon with that. She, look and look and look. And we were in the first row, and these are live drivers versus, just somebody just, like a ride that's on tracks. No, no, no. You're actually live with the animals. And there was a part where we had to sit and wait because one of the cows with these really long horns, they were like 6 feet long, was standing in front of one of the trucks in front of us. So we all had to stop. And because it's their, habitat, and Disney's all about respecting their habitat, that, we wait for them. And so I really like that. I respected that. So it was cute because, you get to see them in their live element. And I was joking. I said, this reminds me of one of our favorite Christmas movies, Polar Express, when the caboose was in front of the train. And I said, I need somebody with a long beard so we could pull it. And they can be like, oh, like they do on Polar Express. So we can move them out the way. Anyways, I was just being silly, of course. But they eventually end up moving. And of course, we went about, and and you get to, to ask questions to the driver, which I thought was cute. And so as you're going through the tracks or going, driving through the safari, they have like these metal things that they drive over. Like it almost looks like chains that they drive over. I'm like, well, what is that about? I'm me thinking, I'm like, I was cleaning off the tires from one area to the next. I don't know. But no, apparently those keep the animals in line, keeps them within that section that they are residing in. So I guess they don't cross habitat or whatever. Because like I said, it's live, and you have lions and cheetahs and this and that and giraffes, and you don't want the lions eating the cheetahs and stuff. I meant not the cheetahs, but the lions eating the giraffes and the hippos and all that stuff. So anyway, so, you get to ask any questions and stuff like that. And so they have these brushes in front of the safari truck, and that keeps the ducks apparently from just hitchhiking on the trucks because they don't like the way the brushes feel. Weird. And so, so it's just a little things that they think of that I thought was really cute. What else did we ride? So they have, like in Dino Land, they have almost like the flying Dumbo, or if you're a Universal person, the one fish, two fish ride for, like little kids. That's about the only, that and the Navi River is the only thing that little kids can get on. So if you have little, like under maybe 3, 4 years old, don't take them to Animal Kingdom unless you're just there to take them to see the animals, because that's the only two rides they can get on. Of course, they can see the plays, but as far as rides, that's the only two that's available for them. But we rode that twice because the line was really long. I mean, really short. You just get off, get back on. And because my granddaughter loved that. So we rode that twice back to back. And then we went and got on Dinosaur. I think the ride is called Dinosaur. I think so. I didn't expect that. That thing was fun. I got a couple of bruises. I got one on this arm and one on my knee from that ride. Mm-hmm. It'll beat you up, but it's fun as I'll get up. Oh my gosh, that fun. That ride is fun. It's dark. It's, you're thinking like, yeah, okay, dinosaurs, dinosaur, but no, that was a fun ride. I will definitely, definitely, definitely do that one again. Um, but my all-time favorite. Let me see. Let me make sure I said all my rides. We didn't get to do the River Rapids because it had closed down. We were misinformed by someone said that go do the safari because the River Rapids will always be will be open all night or as long as the park is open. That's not true. So if you're going to Animal Kingdom, River Rapids closes at 6. The safari closes at 6:45. Park closes at 8. So make sure you get those in if you want to ride those before those times. At least that's what it was for the day that we went. But so I ended my ride or ended my day with doing the Flight of Passage. I think I can go on and on about this ride. This is probably the best ride at the park. Um, you cannot use Genie Plus on this ride. That's not an option, at least not right now, or at least the day that we went. And all day long, the wait time was 3 hours. Around 3 hours. I was like, I'm not doing that. So at the end of the day, it was an hour and a half. I said, okay, I'm going to do that because with Disney, as long as you're in line before the park closes, like if you're at 7:59, if you're in line, you can ride the ride. So I was in there, you know, waiting in the queue is cute. The line is cute. And of course you get to see like a replica of an avatar when it's in the incubator, like being born or whatever. And so that's cute, it's just seeing little artifacts. And so when you get in, you go into like 2 different rooms before you go into where you get to your Banshee. And so they code you with your number. So as you go into like your first room, it's like it has like this sensory thing where it's like it's taking your DNA. They tell you to move around, blah, 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 blah. So you move around and you're supposed to be excreting your like DNA into the air. And so it shows you how it's like sucking it up. Because it's going to match you to your avatar. And then you go into another room where I think you then links to your avatar. I don't know, something to that effect. But you always have to remain with your number. My number was 4. So you always had to go to, your number. And so when you get with your Banshee, again, you have to get on Banshee 4 because you're linked. Your number 4 goes through the whole thing. So, you know how most rides you get on and it's like, oh, it's cutesy. It's like, oh, no, you're in danger. Get out, blah, blah. And then you save the world type thing. It wasn't like that. It was just beautiful the whole way. And so you get on your ride and you're sitting as like you're about to ride a motorcycle. You're kind of leaning forward a little bit. And they have this, so as you're leaning forward, you have to squeeze your legs kind of into it's as if you're riding a motorcycle. You're squeezing your thighs into the thing. And there's this thing, as you're sitting, there's this little back piece that comes up and braces you, kind of like holds you in. When I tell you they thought of everything, they thought of everything. So it's kind of like you're riding a Banshee. And so you're all in this row and a screen opens up and you're in Pandora or Moara, I guess that's how you pronounce it. And so they have this wind blowing on you. And as you're flying through and your machine is breathing, you can feel it on your legs like the Banshee is breathing. It's amazing. And so as you're flying through the scenes, I promise you, it feels like this is what heaven looks like. It was beautiful. The sounds, they blew out some scents. So it smelled like watermelon. It smelled like fresh cut grass. It just felt like everything. When I tell you, they censored every sense besides taste, of course. Hearing, vision, scent, touch, feel, like everything. Oh, it was so much, and I cried. Yeah, that was the ride that I cried on. And it didn't help because the young lady who was sitting next to me, she's like, "Oh my God, this is so beautiful, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "Yes, it is." I'm crying. Like, it was beautiful because it really felt as if this is what heaven would feel like. And it was, like I said, the smells, the feeling, like even when like the banshee would land on a tree or something, you would feel like that motion as if you were landing. It's like a real soft landing, and you bounce a little bit like they probably would, like if you was on a tree, birch, whatever. They thought of everything. The only thing I would say that they probably need to enhance on is now making the screen more like 4K, because it doesn't really look 4K. But other than that, it was absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I could live there. Make me an avatar, honey, because it was beautiful. Like even when you was going through the waters and the whales were jumping up, and they made the little splash, and so the ride would give you like just a little gentle spray. Oops, sorry, I'm up here gleeking. A gentle spray, like the other rides shoot it at you. This was like a gentle, like everything. It was just so beautiful. Oh my gosh, it was beautiful. So if you ever get to go to Animal Kingdom, make sure that is your ride that you have to do for the day. If you don't ride nothing else, you have to ride that ride, and you have to go see It Is Tough to Be a Bug. Finding Nemo, Lion King, yes, but Tough to Be a Bug will surprise you. My grandbaby couldn't keep her glasses on. So, that is my descriptions of the ride and who I thought were the best, and you could skip over. And I'm sorry, can I give a review on the River Rapids because we didn't get to ride it? I wish I did, but I didn't. So my next stop, sometime in April, will be Hollywood Studios. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm still deciding Hollywood or Epcot. One of the two. I really want to do Magic Kingdom because of Tron. I want to ride Tron so bad, but I already know that's gonna be an 8-hour wait right there. So I'm gonna wait till you gotta wait till that settles down a little bit. Like how Star Wars is like sometimes you couldn't even get in. Yeah. Oh wait, no. You can do Genie Plus for Flight of Passage. You can. It was just that every time I tried to look, it kept saying it was unavailable. So I had assumed that was because you couldn't. They didn't allow it, but that wasn't the case. It was because it was already booked, and therefore that's why I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. So I misled you at the beginning of this vlog. But yes, you can do Genie Plus for Flight of Passage. You just have to keep looking. Keep looking, and that first thing in the morning when you wake up, try to book that thing if it's not already booked. If not, you got to wait in that long behind ride. A good plus for Navi River is that somewhere in between the line, they do have a concession stand for drinks, not food, but for drinks, which is a brilliant idea. They should do that for the Navi. Now I'm at the Flight of Passage as well, because that's a long queue as well. So Disney, if you're listening, if you just happen to come across my video, put a concession stand for Flight of Passage. Everything else you probably don't need. But I thought that was a great idea. Now, for you Disney folks who know, I'm going to search it up eventually, but how's it that there are no bugs? When there's food, barbecue, there's always tons of flies. When you're outside and have food, there's always tons of flies, gnats, whatever. No bugs ever. There might be a gnat or two flying around, but other than that, around the food, your food, you can eat your food just as peacefully and leave it there and don't have to worry about any bugs flying on your food. What kind of Disney magic, what kind of hocus pocus do you got going on? Because I need some of that. I didn't notice it until my son pointed it out. I was like, what, you're right. No kind of flies, no kind of bugs flying nowhere. Birds, yes, you're going to have some Disney birds, and you're going to have some Disney squirrels, but they don't bother you. Matter of fact, they come up to you. They're not afraid of humans. We'll just say that. But they don't come up to you and like harass you. None of that. But if you go up to it, they're not afraid of you. So, anyways, I'm sorry seeing people writing me. So, anyways, I'm in this vlog because that's probably past my little 15. Oops, that's 20 minutes. So, if my child see this, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go over my 15-minute break. All right, bye. Deuces. Love y'all.